Hello. How's it going? We're back to being streamed to no one. That's okay. Tonight I am going to play an original song. As I look through things to try to play, I have a whole list of things that I already know how to play, things that I sort of know how to play, and then occasionally I hear things that I go, "Ooh, I'd like to learn to play that." Today I heard a song that I live for the millions of fans. I live in the Chicago area, and there's a radio station in the Chicago area called WXRT, and it's been on the air for, well, forever. It's literally been on the air since the early 70s, and they, on Saturdays, they do something called Saturday Morning Flashback, and for a couple hours they play songs from a certain year. And when I was a kid, it always seemed like a long time ago, and now they play songs from a year that doesn't seem like that long ago, even though it's been 25 or 30 years. But they played early 90s, 92, 93, something like that. And I heard Soul Asylum, Runaway Train. And a song that sorry, didn't mean to laugh into the microphone, would be considered classic rock now. But something that, like, I know the video was, after hearing about it, I remember now, somebody reminded me that it was, the video was groundbreaking, and it was very heavy, and I remember that now. And but the comment this morning was that it was the Runaway Train is about the onset of depression, and how if it goes unchecked, it's a runaway train, and that is something I struggle with. So, you know, in the last couple of years, I've written a handful of songs. As I've become an older man, I've struggled with many forms of that problem. One element of that is nothing's ever good enough for me, and so consequently I procrastinate, or I don't finish things, or I don't this work playing music. I don't finish songs often because I can record, and to me it's never good enough. It's like everything. It's like, nah. Which is part of the reason I started doing this live stream, because it's live, mistakes and all, warts and all. It's real. It is what it is. It goes out there. It gets saved to a YouTube channel, and that's just what it is. And that's probably good for me, because I don't like making mistakes. I don't like being, I don't like it. But I make lots of them because, I am what I am. Some people are really, really good. I'm okay. I write some good songs, I think. If that sounds arrogant, sorry. I think this is a good song, and it's about not being able to be okay with the things that I do, because it's never good enough for me. So, and it was the first song that I released in literally like 10 years when I did it last year. And recently we released another, and I believe that we will be releasing one every month or two this year. So we're going to try to stay on track with that stuff. Good, bad, or indifferent, we're going to put some stuff out there. So please listen. This is a song I wrote about a year and a half ago. my thoughts, leaning back in a chair, staring up at the ceiling. My mind was adrift as it skips through the list of the things I have yet to achieve. So many things I have yet to achieve. It's the best I can, ever gonna be good enough for me. It's the best I can, ever gonna be. It's the best I can, ever gonna be good enough for me. Is the best I can, ever gonna be. Is it ever gonna be good enough for me? This and that left to do, and the other undone. The weight is crushing down on me. Can't understand why I can't let it go, why I can't just be happy and free. Why my soul can't be happy and free. It's the best I can, ever gonna be good enough for me. It's the best I can, ever gonna be. It's the best I can, ever gonna be good enough for me. It's the best I can, ever gonna be. Is it ever gonna be good enough for me? I can, ever gonna be good enough for me. It's the best I can, ever gonna be. It's the best I can, ever gonna be good enough for me. It's the best I can, ever gonna be. It's the best I can, ever gonna be good enough for me. Is the best I can, ever gonna be. It's the best I can, ever gonna be good enough for me. Is the best I can, ever gonna be. Is it ever gonna be good enough for me? In the live band setting that goes on, soloing and soloing and soloing. Thank you. Looks like somebody tuned in. Hi, whomever you are. So that was it. Is it ever going to be? There's an actual version of that on iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff. So if you have an account, listen. Don't buy it. I won't see a penny. Just listen. Well, if you want to buy it, buy it. I don't care. But it doesn't benefit me to buy it, so don't think you're doing me a favor or nothing. Let's see. I do this every Saturday. So if this is the first time you tuned in, looks like there's a few people. Look at that. All right. Well, thanks. There's a couple people tuning in. Looks like this is catching on. It's catching on like wildfire. Every Saturday about 8:30. If I have last week I had the fabulous Jean in here. She sings with the band. She has her own project called Pleasant Panic with my friend Joe. Well, they're both my friends. And they both play in MeL Muzic. MeL Muzic is a 25-year, for those of you who are new, MeL Muzic is a project that I created 25 years ago as an outlet for songs that I like and music that I've written. It's not necessarily mainstream stuff. It's usually too much original for cover, too much cover for original, too rock for country, too country for rock, too funk for it's too whatever for whatever. It doesn't really fit anywhere. So, but that's what I do. I just do it the way that I think whatever I see fit, and it seems to make bar owners mad. Now that I'm a recovering alcoholic of many years, being in bars, beating my head up against the wall for very little dollars, becomes more difficult, and this seems like a better idea. So, look at that, there's a whole bunch of people tuning in now. Wow. So, every Saturday, come back next Saturday. If you got something you want me to play, hit me up. I don't know. Maybe I'll start taking requests. I don't think so, but there's always a chance. And yeah, that was fun. I do have, let's see. Here's what we'll do. Here's a bunch of songs. Let me see if I can get out of this. If I can go back, like there's a couple of originals, but there is let's exit that. It's not exiting. There we go. Okay, so I think there's a Subdued song. There's Nathaniel Ratliff. There's that one I've worked on but never played for people. There is the Avett Brothers. That's another song that I've worked on but never played for people. James Taylor, that's pretty hard. It's a long time before I'll play that for somebody, but let's see. Will Hoge is my favorite songwriter. If you don't know who Will Hoge is, you should. There's a bunch of things in here. It's like Tom Petty, like The Waiting. There's a John Mellencamp song called Hard Times for an Honest Man, which I've been working up my own version of that. So there's a bunch of new things, as well as things that I played for 25 years, so tell a friend. So what else? I'll review. I played a song tonight that's on all major streaming platforms. We just released a song last week that is on all major streaming platforms. We will be releasing a cover of an 80s synth pop song, not done synth pop at all. It's done with acoustic guitar and voice. On Valentine's Day, that will be the target. It was very popular when I went to Glencrest Junior High. Steve Munchunski used to play it on his boombox. Anyways. Okay. I'm out. Have a good night. Thanks for listening. Oh, wait. Got to do this. Got one more thing. Got this to do, and then we always do this at the end.